my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my own, I don't need no help. Always getting money, raise no sleep. Every day I wake my thumb, I don't get to take off. The haters get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just had to do it, got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, by the nighttime, it took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Watch the slant. Kill. White Monday.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Gallman. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. And able to find John Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down! You ready? You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
This is Gallman. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yards on the return that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got you. I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On On the draw, this is Goldman.
Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We're good. You ready? Let's see.
Now Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ready up. Let's go. Watch out. Tight. 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers. 3 down. Check.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The quick slant caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Second and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Hyde. He did get a couple up to the 49. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Eason. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Weeks finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Looking to throw. Weeks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on 1st down. Eason. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Eason. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Weeks. And Adams has it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
50, plant.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard
They're not
line.
ready for this. They still playing soft. Greystone, travel. Hey, Charlie. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Say go.
Operating from the gun, Weeks. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
On 2nd down now, Eason. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He's coming. Check in. Check in. All day, play. Check 15. Check it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Eason. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
He'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Come on.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Door. Let's go.
Off play action. Weeks. And Watson has it right side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, Eason. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Strip that ball. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready up. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. I'm coming. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick your game up. Switch. 80 weapons. Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Travis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Set 90 Wolf. Get the weight room. To go.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, we got 4. Get it.
2nd and 13. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Eason, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Blue draw quarters.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Not today, you aren't. Not today. Kill.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Weeks looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Now.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA.
about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
I do this for the family.